this video, we're going to do some trial on RM43, which is a total vegetation control. It's supposed to kill weeds and prevent weeds for up to 1 year. So this is one of those weed sprays or herbicides that you can only use places that you don't want something to grow. You cannot use this under trees. It's for fence rows and around farm buildings and barns. So you do not apply in root zone of desirable trees, plants, and shrubs. So previously I have used Eraser Max, which is according to my lawn and garden center, it's the same thing as this RM43. They told me the only difference is that this is $30 less for the 2.5 gallon jug. So we're going to give it a go, and I thought that we should probably film this. So what I'm going to do is just kind of follow along after my application, how long it takes for the vegetation to die off, and then we're going to keep track of it through the whole growing season and make sure that it does keep the weeds down. So of course on the back there's all the info like there generally is, and you want to make sure you follow those instructions. Now, so it says here that for total vegetation control, that you use a 7.4 fluid ounce per gallon of water, and you apply that way. And for spot control of brush vines and weeds, using a hand-operated sprayer, such as a backpack sprayer, pump-up sprayer, or sprinkling cans, or ATV tractor-mounted sprayer. Mix 6 fluid ounces of this product per 1 gallon. So I have an ATV mounted sprayer. It's a mixes on exit sprayer, and we are going to use the 6 ounce ratio per gallon. Here are all the different vegetations that are controlled, and it continues over here. So I'm going to get this going, and I'm going to get some stuff applied, show you where I applied it, and then we will bring you back in a few days. So as I'm getting this into my my concentrate tank, these are the ones that go with my sprayer. I've updated that it is RM43 6 ounce, not Eraser Max anymore. But a difference I'm noticing, I don't know if this is everybody's, but my last couple 2.5 gallon containers of Eraser Max did not have the seal, and I think it's a good thing that it does have it, because I had bought a large container of Eraser Max. It kind of tilted a little and leaked. Now I don't know if there was some sort of reason that mine didn't have that, and it should have. The only downside is that it's really hard to, get that off without, getting contaminant on you. So this product is red, or like pinky red, like a translucent. Eraser Max was not, so there is a difference, at least one. So the thing I like about that is I'll be able to see it going through my hose here. I've got to bleed that through, but I'll be able to see it coming through. So I like that. So I just wanted to show you here, you can kind of see my fence row, and you can see there's not really vegetation there. That's because of Eraser Max. It's been at least a year since I sprayed my Eraser Max, which I always do in early spring. And so now I am spraying, but more or less, there is some invading vegetation, so I'm getting that, but more or less I'm spraying the soil there to kill any seeds that might be there, to prevent new growth this year. So this, I wanted to show you this, just so you could see how well Eraser Max has worked in the past. It is a year later, and it's looking, it's pretty decent. But I will show you an area that looks less touched for our actual comparison. Okay, so here is what I'm showing you that I sprayed. This is an area where the vegetation has gotten a little wild. I did not use Eraser Max on this area, this whole fence row. I did not use it on it last year because I was doing some planting in this bed here before this little seasonal stream on the other side, if you can see that, and didn't want to risk it. But the weeds, I mean, it's dense, and I struggled with the weeds all year. And so we're gonna eraser max this fence line, okay? And this is like the sparsest area here. So I'm spraying it today, and I will bring you back to take a look at the kill off. So this is the wannabe eraser max that I'm using. And now this is a slower product than at least Eraser Max was. Eraser Max was not like Roundup. It took some time for the kill off. So I'm gonna get it sprayed. And it's really dense down here. I'll bring it down there and show you. Okay, so excuse my four-wheeler running obnoxiously in the background. I had my husband take a zero turn down through here. This is kind of like laying over. I'm going to pull that back. This is just a tough mess. So I'm going to treat it, and I'll bring you back in a few days.
Right, so here we are. It has been 17 days, and the vegetation is pretty well dead now at this point. You can see going up there. You can see going down that way. I didn't see any kill off until about day 10, when things started to kind of look like they were starting to die at that point. So I would say at least 15 days for kill off with this product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video here, and I'm going to start up another video kind of keeping track of this over the next year to see if it does in fact keep the vegetation down for a year like Eraser Max did, so we can get a real good analysis. You can see here, this is another fence line I sprayed, but it didn't have real heavy vegetation like that one area that I showed you. It still had a little residual kill off from last year's Eraser Max. You can see over here I hit this fence line as well. Now this is another area that was hit last year with Eraser Max and didn't have a whole lot of growth, but I want to bring your attention to these thistles. So those charred up patches there, that's a thistle. It knocked it out pretty good. And I hate those things. I mean, it's like dust. This one has a little green leaf to it. But anyways, so stick around, because in about a year I will put out the video showing how this held up over a year, if it kept the vegetation back or not. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.